I've been away from Classic for almost a year. Other than fooling around with a bit of hardcore, I've been pretty much out of the loop. As soon as I returned like 1 week ago, friends started shouting, "Frost, come play Season of Discovery with me. Frost, let's play Anniversary. Hey, how about hardcore? Let's play arenas in Mist of Pandaria?" I was overwhelmed. There was too much information, too many options to choose from. The fear of missing out started to kick in, so I had to say stop. And I did my own research. First, I started with the Anniversary realms. You see, Anniversary servers come with a big promise. It's speed leveling vanilla. It's the closest thing from all the classic options that we currently have that it's close to that initial classic feel. There are a couple of changes, such as dual spec at level 40, LFG tool that doesn't teleport you to the dungeon, the updated rank 14 systems, which they have no longer a DK, and it's easier than it used to be to get rank 14. It doesn't mean it's easy. It still takes a lot of time invest and you have to AFK in AV, but that's a totally different story. The big promise on Anniversary servers is the ability to update to TBC. So basically we are already past halfway there. I think the ZG was just released a couple of days ago, the ZG raid. So we expect somewhere towards the end of the year or maybe January to get an actual update to TBC. And you can see how that will keep the servers alive. The short timeline and the opportunity to go to TBC will keep those servers quite engaged. And as we speak, I played for the past week or so. The servers are quite full on every layer. There's always buffs coming, dungeons you are able to find, and the economy seems to be a bit inflated. But as you're leveling a new character, you are able to make money as you go. I think I sold like a stack of iron bars for 20 gold or so on. By the time I'm gonna reach level 60, I'm gonna be able to afford almost everything like epic mount, enchants, and so on. For now, there is no XP boost in game, so you're leveling ×1 vanilla. It's kind of slow. I got to level 30, but I would assume that Blizzard soon, they will add some sort of experience buff so we could level faster to 58. And if they don't add, most likely they're probably going to add a level 58 boost towards the last month before the TBC release, just like they did in Classic. If you're slow at leveling and you want to level a couple of characters before TBC, make sure to check the link in the description for the rest of the XP guide. They usually help you save a couple of days /plate from the level 1 to 60 experience. They come free 1 to 20, you can try it out. And I do have an affiliate link into the description. If you ever think about getting one, please do through my link. There's also a 10% discount. Now let's move on to the next one. Whenever Season of Discovery was released, I fell in love with it immediately. The level caps were so nice. You were able to get this gear for that level. The runes, the new runes were giving a fresh feel to the game. And all the new gold grinds that we were able to make at the early levels were welcomed, and it felt like we were experiencing the game from a very new perspective. Then phase 2 came and level 40 cap, and it was even better. More grinds. I was able to solo Uldaman with the hunter in one pull. Well, not the entire dungeon, but still we were able to discover so many new grinds. But then phase 3 came, and in phase 3 I really enjoyed Sunken Temple. It was a really well designed raid. However, Blizzard started to add a lot of things that weren't classic-y anymore. Things like nightmare incursions, things like doing an anti-boost systems for dungeons, so you were no longer able to do original grinds and hard grinds. It seems like Season of Discovery has survived. It's more like a combination between classic and retail. It seems like it's going to go on. We are already on phase 8. There's a new raid release called Scarlet Enclave, where you can go anywhere from 20 to 40 man. It's quite hard now to clear, but Blizzard are nerfing it daily. And apparently they're going to add a buff similar to the one in Icecrown Citadel, where every week it becomes easier and easier to clear it. Leveling it's quite easy. I popped with a mage, and I think I made like three levels in a dungeon with a couple of quests. I'm not even sure if I turned them in, but leveling is fast. You have a leveling experience buff. You can buy all the runes from the major cities with 1 copper. So even if you're starting a new character, you're going to be able to catch up quite fast because Well, it's easy, and I've seen a lot of people even boosting other people, so it shouldn't be a problem. For the future of Season of Discovery, I don't know. It seems like Blizzard want to continue to develop it. I don't think it's going to move to TBC because it's going to have a conflict with the anniversary servers. But other than that, it seems like a casual time to have some fun. Looks like a good option. I might even try it again, see if we can get some gold grinds. Hardcore WoW kind of comes and goes. We had a fresh launch, we had the OnlyFans shenanigans, which brought a lot of content and kept hardcore alive. But through the course of time, I noticed a pattern with this type of classic. It comes and goes. Usually when there's no content available, hardcore WoW will surface. However, by no means you cannot play classic hardcore right now. As you can see, both servers on NA and EU, they have a relatively healthy population for hardcore. People do raids, people do level consistently. It's just not as popular as it used to be. Now, I used to play hardcore even when we were 100 people in a guild and we were having fun. I think hardcore is one of the most casual friendly option out of all of them, because normally you can start playing and then you die and kind of you want to end it. So if you only have a little time to spare and you really want to get immersed into the world and play like a genuine classic experience, I think hardcore might be a good option. Whenever the servers are less populated, and even if you don't really play during the peak times, you're gonna have a harder time to find dungeons. And I'm not talking about the 1 to 30 experience in Classic, which is quite easy to do. I'm talking about the level 40 to 60 experience, whenever it's getting harder to put a group together or even find a healer or a tank willing to go with you in a dungeon. With that being said, I think hardcore, it's always suitable, always perfect to play. I even played it myself in between this break. I think I got a Orc Warrior to 60. Played a bit on OnlyFans. I didn't get to raid because I didn't have a lot of time. But the cool thing about it, if you die, you can transfer the character to a PvE server so far. Unfortunately, no PvP servers, but those PvE servers will go to TBC. So if you want to give it a try, why not? Cataclysm is the only expansion where I only leveled to max level and then I stopped. And that's maybe because I invested too much time into TBC or Wrath of the Lich King Classic, but mostly because back in Cataclysm original version, I leveled all the characters to level 85 and I managed to clear all the content and I kind of got my need for it fulfilled. Right now, Cataclysm is in the last phase with Dragon Soul Raid. If you log into the game, you can see a lot of people fully geared, best in slot enchants and gear. If you want to return to Cataclysm right now, it would be for a reason to get ready for Mist of Pandaria, because the Kata servers will evolve eventually, probably during the end of the summer, to Mist of Pandaria. We expect from Blizzard to have a small pre-patch where we're going to be able to level a monk, so maybe that's going to be something, although nothing is officially announced. So if you want to explore Cataclysm, maybe you still have a couple of months until the official release. But eventually everything is going to be obsolete and we're going to move over to Mist of Pandaria. That's an expansion that I want to try because it's the expansion that I tried the least out of all of them. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below which version of the game you're currently playing and which you are the most hopeful for. Sometimes I do stream at twitch.tv/Frostadamus. If you find me live, come and say hello. We have a chat. If you're looking to get a leveling guide for any of the versions listed in this video, make sure to check the link in the description. Thank you very much again for watching. Until next time, stay frosty. Bye-bye!